College football is always a story about stars. Every year we convince ourselves we know who those stars are going to be, but 2025 feels a little different to me. Just think about it. The quarterback carousel has spun like crazy. Alabama, Michigan, Ohio State, Texas, Oregon, and I'm just getting started. The usual Heisman factories are all breaking in new faces. The board is wide open, and when the board is wide open, I think that's when chaos reigns, and that's when new names can break through, when hype can actually turn into history. And here's the twist I'm leaning into. This year, maybe it's not a quarterback. Maybe in a season of turnover, we see a running back. We see a wide receiver that might have the clearest path to a Heisman. I'll explain when I get to number one. But first, let's count down my top 5 Heisman picks for 2025. Before we dive in, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed. I've got team previews, playoff predictions, and everything dropping this week. Get dialed in for the college football season. At number 5, I got Devonta Dampier from Utah. Let's start out west. He's not a household name nationally yet, but in the Big 12, this guy is going to be a problem. Last year at New Mexico, he was a true dual threat. He killed teams on the ground, 1,100 rushing yards, 31 total touchdowns, and Utah has him locked in as their starter for this season. His biggest strength is that he stresses defense in multiple ways. I want to see him continue to improve as a passer. I think he will. The pocket breaks down, though. He is going to make Big 12 defenses scramble. The challenge is efficiency. He's got to clean up on some turnovers and situational passing. I have Utah winning the Big 12, and by doing so, I think that he's going to provide something that Heisman voters love. He's tailor-made to be in that conversation if Utah is in the hunt. So I like Dampier to get there at number 5. At number 4, I'm going John Mateer, and this one might surprise some people. He's definitely started to generate some hype. I don't know if I'm ready to say he's going to win the Heisman because I don't have Oklahoma in the playoff, but I'm watching him closely. He transferred into Oklahoma after a 2024 season where he quietly put up over 3,000 passing yards and added quite a bit on the ground as well, and that's some modern Heisman DNA. Think of the Dampier, but the passer. So he's a weapon in both, legitimately, as a passer and as a runner. What I love most about this is how composed he is. He doesn't get rattled. He's efficient with the football. And if he can lead Oklahoma to the college football playoff, he should win the Heisman. I just don't think they're going to the playoff this year, and that's why I have him at number 4, but I have him as a Heisman finalist. He'll have the numbers, and I think he can have the narrative to climb higher and bring Oklahoma back onto the national scene. At number 3, you knew this name was coming, Arch Manning. For Arch, it's not about hype anymore, it's about opportunity. Texas hands him the keys in 2025, and the national spotlight doesn't get much brighter. All eyes are going to be on him, and I think because all eyes are on him, that if he stumbles just a little bit, he's not going to end up taking home the hardware. His strengths are his polish, his pre-snap command, his composure. He brings into some of these pressure situations. I think he looks like a quarterback who's been groomed for this moment his entire life. Like I mentioned, the risk is expectations. The Manning name comes with the heaviest of spotlights. I have Texas losing a couple games in the regular season, winning the SEC though. And I think that schedule, that talent, it's all there. He's going to get his primetime moments. I think he'll be in New York this year, but I don't think that he's going to end up winning it. Quick pause. Who's your Heisman pick this year? Drop your prediction in the comments below. I want to see how crazy this list looks compared to yours, especially if you got an opinion. You better let me know instead of chirping me in the comments. Number 2, I got Cade Klubnik. He enters 2025 with the perfect alignment, and I almost had him winning the whole thing. Clemson's defense is elite. The offense is stabilizing, and he has weapons. He threw for over 3,600 yards in the mid-30s, touchdowns, and a handful of picks. I think that's a Heisman profile if the Tigers are in the playoff race like I expect them to be. What stands out about Klubnik? His ability to extend plays without panic. He buys time, gives his receivers chances downfield, and he's accurate in the intermediate game where Clemson loves to attack. He has the goods to actually go win the full thing, a natty and a Heisman. The only reason I've got him number 2 and not number 1 is narrative. He's going to put up the numbers, but I don't know if he'll own the weekly highlights and storylines the way that my number 1 guy will be. And at number 1, I have Jeremiah Smith winning the Heisman this year. And here is the payoff to what I said at the start. My pick at the Heisman is going to be a wide receiver. Smith's freshman season was everything Ohio State fans hoped for. Over 1,300 yards, double-digit touchdowns, big plays, and something where you just want to pause the TV and say, there's no way that just happened. Physically, he's a mismatched nightmare. We know that. Size, speed, body control, hands. There's not a corner in college football that can cover him one-on-one, so he's going to get a lot of double teams. But the key is in 2025, combining a year where quarterback position is unsettled at some of these big time places, the spots that usually own this race. I don't think we're going to have a clear Heisman level name outside of like a Cade and an Arch, and sure, one of them could win it. But Smith is going to be consistent. He's already dominated, and Ohio State's just going to feed him relentlessly throughout the whole year. And all the weapons they have, you're either going to have to completely shut him down and then risk getting torched by the other guys, or you're going to say, well, let's just see what he can do. I think that he actually has a shot to win the Heisman, so let's go for it. So that's my list. Dampier, Mateer, Arch, Klubnik, and Jeremiah Smith. 2025 isn't about the safe quarterback pick. While I think those guys might be there at the end, it's going to be about the guys who fit this season, a year of turnover, uncertainty, opportunity, and one of the most chaotic seasons we've seen in college football as of late. And when the dust settles, I think it's a wide receiver who walks out of New York with a trophy. If you made it this far, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any playoff predictions, previews for the weeks coming up. And hey, if you think I'm crazy for putting a receiver at number 1, tell me why in the comments. I'll read them all, because in a year like this, anything can happen. I'll see you guys later.